Have you ever typed a question into an AI, hit enter, and gotten back something that was, well, just plain useless? Yeah, we've all been there. So in this explainer, we're going to fix that. We are going to turn those super frustrating AI moments into powerful, predictable results. Let's get right into it. Okay, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to diagnose the core issue, what I call the vague prompt problem. Then, I'm going to give you a super simple framework so you can build perfect prompts every single time. After that, we'll level up with some pro techniques, put it all into practice with a 4-step workflow, and wrap it all up with your new AI playbook. So let's start at the very beginning. Why does it sometimes feel like the AI is just completely missing the point? Well, it pretty much always comes down to this one thing, the vague prompt problem. I mean, does this sound familiar? You ask for a simple summary, and what you get back is this messy, totally off-topic paragraph. You end up spending way more time editing the AI's response than it would have taken you to just write it yourself. Here's the thing. That isn't a failure of the AI. It's a failure of the prompt. A weak prompt leads directly to wasted time. This is the one idea you've got to remember. The AI is incredibly powerful for sure, but it has absolutely no intuition. You have to treat it like a brilliant assistant who takes every single thing you say literally. The problem isn't the AI's intelligence. It's how clear or unclear our instructions are. Okay, so how do we get clearer? Well, lucky for us, there's a really simple, repeatable framework for exactly that. Let's break down the 4 essential building blocks that are going to form our foundation for talking to AI. Meet your new best friend, the RTFD framework. That stands for Role, Task, Format, and Details. It's super easy to remember, and it is the absolute key to crafting a fantastic prompt every single time. Why? Because it forces you to be specific in all the right ways. First up is role. You have to tell the AI who it should be. Think about it. An answer from a research methods tutor is going to be completely different from one by a creative travel blogger, right? Assigning a role instantly sets the right tone, the right style, and the right depth for the entire response. Next up, task. This is where you have to get really explicit. Just saying help with my paper is way too vague, it's not helpful. But something like write a 150-word introduction, now that is a clear, actionable command. The more specific you are about what you want it to do, the better the result will be. Structure is absolutely crucial. Don't just ask for the information. You've got to tell the AI how you want it all presented. Do you need bullet points? Should it be in a table? Maybe you need a formal email. Specifying the format is going to save you a ton of time on reformatting everything later. And finally, we have details. This is all the context the AI can't possibly guess. Who are you writing for? What tone should it use? Are there specific things it has to include or avoid? These details act like guardrails, making sure the final output is perfectly aligned with what you actually need. All right, so you've mastered the RTFD framework. That's a huge step. Now, let's look at a few pro-level techniques that will take your prompts from just good to truly exceptional. So there are really 2 main ways to approach this. Zero shot is when you just give a command with no examples. It's great for simple stuff like defining a term. But few shot, this is where the magic really happens. You give the AI a couple of examples of the style you're looking for, and it will mimic it perfectly. This is your #1 tool for controlling tone and style. Here are a few more quick-fire techniques to add to your toolkit. First, try what's called chain of thought prompting. Just ask the AI to think step by step. It really helps it break down complex problems. Also, using symbols to separate your instructions keeps things clean. And remember to use positive commands. Tell it what to do, not what not to do. But the most important thing here is to iterate. Treat it like a conversation. Give feedback and refine the output together. So we have the framework. We have the techniques. But how do we actually put them all together into a reliable process? Let's walk through a simple 4-step workflow you can use every single time. Okay, this is your system. Step 1, start by using the AI to brainstorm a bunch of different ideas, not just one answer. Then, step 2, have it build an outline from your favorite one. After that, you draft the content section by section using our trusty RTFD framework. And finally, step 4, you use the AI to refine its own work. Ask it to check the logic, shorten paragraphs, or add details. Whew, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's take a second and boil all of this down into your new go-to AI playbook. This is the stuff you really need to remember. Here it is, your playbook. Always start with the RTFD framework. Show the AI what you want using few-shot examples. Force it to think more logically with chain-of-thought prompting. Work through that four-step loop and never, ever forget that you are talking to a very smart but very literal assistant. Clarity is everything.
And that's really it. That's how you master AI prompts. You now have the tools and, more importantly, the language to get precisely what you want from any AI model out there. You've officially moved from confused to confident. So the only question left is, what are you going to ask it to create first?